Djerejian is a retired U.S. diplomat, has spent an enormous amount of time in the Middle East. He knows Egypt well. Ambassador, I assume you're as stunned as I am at how quickly the Egyptian military forced Morsi's removal.
Yes, well, this has been a very rapid scenario, but again, as the Chief of Staff, the Minister of Defense, Sisi, stated, the military has been in very intense discussions with Morsi, and they tried to get him to do certain things which he did not do. And I think what the military has decided, Wolf, is that Morsi was recalcitrant, that the Muslim Brotherhood was spending its time consolidating its power and not demonstrating the pluralism that's necessary to govern Egyptian society, which you know is so diverse and multi-ethnic and confessional. And what is remarkable, if you will remember, when Mubarak was overthrown and the military defense minister at the time, Tantawi, took the podium, Wolf, he was alone. Look at what Sisi has done. He took the podium and he was flanked by the secular leadership, Mohammed Baradei, by the head of the Coptic Church, with the rector of Al-Azhar University, the highest voice in Sunni Islam, and others, and even Salafist groups, Islamist parties that are not affiliated with the Muslim Brotherhood. So there's something different happening here. It's not just a military move. It's a military move that's bringing together, if you will, the non-Muslim Brotherhood elements of the core constituencies in Egypt. And if the military can keep this type of political coalition, if we can call it that, together, I think there can be well, let me put it this way, the possibilities for a political transition in Egypt to a pluralistic governance system may be possible.
Well, that would be the best case scenario under the circumstances, especially if that can be done peacefully. But you know the Muslim Brotherhood, they've been waiting, as you know, Ambassador, for what, 80 years to reach this point. Are they simply going to give up right now and walk away and say, never mind?
No, that I think in your discussion with Fareed, the Muslim Brotherhood may react violently. If you look at the television screens as they're being portrayed, the Muslim Brotherhood demonstrations in Al-Nasser City, they are sullen, they are resentful, and the question is, what action are they going to take? And that can lead to some violence in Egypt, which would be really a very negative development. But you'll remember 1992, when the Algerian military moved in to deny the Islamic Salvation Front from taking over in parliamentary elections where they were sure to win, and they eliminated them. And at the time, it was considered to be a victory against Islamic takeover, a very important Arab country, Algeria, a big hydrocarbon producer. And we, at the time, when I was Assistant Secretary for the Middle East Bureau of the State Department, I made a public statement. I said, you know, while we are for one man, one vote, we are not for one man, one vote, one time, and we're very suspect of these Islamic radical parties that can come to power, but using the democratic process, but once in power, become exclusive and deny that very democratic process. There's a parallel here with the Muslim Brotherhood. And I think what happens in Egypt, as you well know, is critical for the rest of the Arab world. So this is
because as you know, Ambassador, Egypt is the largest of all of the Arab countries, what, 80 or 90 million people there. It has been a close friend over the years with the United States, the U.S. And the Egyptians. They have a very close military relationship, strategic relationship. It's